Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm back bringing you another machine to look at. So I've had this machine for quite a few months now, and I've used it on several different tattoos, all different genres, styling and stuff. So I can give you a good idea where I think the machine shines and where I think it falls a little short. So that machine is the Stigma Rotaries Spear 2.0. It's a German company. The motor is pretty robust. I haven't had any issues with it. I've lubed it, just if you can see in here, maybe, there you go. Just on the push bar that goes in and out. Everything else is all sealed up. I don't know if you can actually get into this machine or not to do any maintenancing or not, but it says you don't need to. So, all right, that's a kind of a first look, but let's see what we got. So inside the box, this box, you get a couple rad stickers. You get some literature here. So let's go over the literature. It says, before using the machine, skip. Recommended voltages, 4 volts to 10 volts. I lent this machine to another artist, and when I got it back, my battery I sent with it was at like 9.5 volts. So he was running it on the upper end, somewhere at about 150-ish cycles per second. So he was singing, and I don't know what he was doing. I haven't talked to him about it. But for me personally, I use it right around 6.5 to 7 volts for most of the stuff I used it for. So, but yeah, it's pretty cool. It does give you a chart, and I didn't know this for a while, that in the literature tells you what it is. I just happened to find my where I liked it, and come to find out that's about right where I ran my my coil machines too, speed wise. So it's pretty cool, probably pretty accurate. Yeah, so I did get just the normal grip, and well, let's get into it. A couple other things, and then I'll start pointing some stuff out. Profile, it's not very big. It is a beautiful machine. I mean, not me, but that. Pretty well balanced. Even if you throw like a battery on it, it's still really manageable. This isn't exactly the biggest battery, but it's very manageable. I used it mostly with a clip cord, honestly, and it worked pretty good. Let's hear it running real quick, and then we'll dive right into some of the features on the machine. So I guess I'll have to do it in a couple different steps. So, all right, so this is at 6.5, and we are, let's start it. Back that down, so needle adjustment. So that's fully extended. That's pretty good. So I usually run it, give or take, about there. So if you can listen, that's at 4.5. The stroke on it is at 4.5. You'll hear the speed change as the cam profile changes. That's 3.5. That's 2.5. Well, that's 3.0. 2.5, and that's the shallowest it gets. But also, you can also watch the needle if it zooms in on it. Right, some of the disc. There we go. I'll go through and change the. So I'll go through and change the throw. I don't know if you can see the needle start to hang out. So if you're going to change this on the fly, you're going to have to make several adjustments along the way. All right, let's hop into the machine. Pros for it, I really do like. I mean, it runs really well. It's got a strong enough motor. I love the cam adjustments. I love the fact that you can adjust through. So this machine potentially could be your one machine to rule them all type machine. Not for me though. I wasn't able to really do really good lines with this. for whatever reason, it just didn't suit how I line. So, but color packing, awesome. Black and gray, super. A1, like A+ right there. Let's get into some other stuff, because that's about the end of the pros for this machine. Oh, one more thing. Not only do you have, like, you know, your needle length adjustments, you have the cam profile adjustment, the stroke adjustments. You also have a spring in here that gives a little bit of give. It's a full 1 turn. I'll let you see it. So it's a full 1 turn revolution, all the way, just 1 turn. That's it. So for me, I back it off just a 1/4 turn. So, and that's it. Just I don't like it super tension on the spring. I think springs are springs. They need a little bit of give. You know what I mean? Imagine your car. You have the travel on your suspensions all the way out. Everything's gonna be a brick. Which, given you want it to be a brick, but don't have a spring in there. You know, so at least give the spring a little bit. It's not gonna affect it. I did play around with this to see if it would help the lining part, and it didn't. So, all right. Back onto some other cool little features that I think suck, personally. The grip on this, how it narrows down. Bagging this is a nightmare. What I found that works okay is put your clipcord cover on this first, tuck it down in here, okay? Then go ahead and thread it on, then go ahead and Sensi wrap it. And then that keeps it kind of good from sliding down and like decondiming, if that makes sense. To guys, it probably will. Maybe don't have. I'll cut that. Probably won't, because it's funny. Anyway, so yeah, the clipcord cover does make its way down, and you constantly gotta, you know, 7th grade health class it, which really sucks, and it's perverted. Your client's looking at you like, you know, that's your tip. But the bagging on this really does suck, because once you do this, then your adjustments here, which by the way, other than the start and stop, there's no indicator as to where the hell you are in the adjustments on the stroke profiles. I wish they had clicks, so because you could, you know, turn it all the way one way and be like, okay, I'm at 4.5, you know, click, now I'm at, you know, 3.0 or 3.5. That would be really cool. I've used it enough to where I know by feel we're in and around about where I'm at. But when it's bagged up, it's a nightmare. Especially I use black clipcord covers. Even see-through was kind of a pain in the butt. So essentially you'd have to bag this one, and bag this one, because this spins separately from this. So the motor housing right here, you need to put 3 separate wraps on this if you're going to be adjusting this on the fly. If it's a 1 machine type, if you're only going to shade with it, you know, set it up on, like for me, I used it at 3.0. I thought it shined really well at 3.0, and I thought it packed color really freaking great at 3.5. That's my only 2 options I ever use this for, is 3.0 and 3.5. And it worked really well. On something I was going to set up for shading, which normally is what I would do. I would just bag it up like that, leave it. But then again, if you're adjusting your needle, there's always that fear of like, did I rotate this? Now where the hell is it? So I think that's a really bad a design flaw on the machine, which sucks because this does run really freaking awesome. But that's a huge drawback. They may have fixed it on other models, I don't know. I know they have another one that I'm trying to get my hands on right now. If I get my hands on it, obviously I'll bring it to you. I'll compare the 2 machines. But yeah, so I mean, is this machine worth buying? Absolutely. This is and it's a fair price too for what this machine is. Given I know everybody wants to go, you know, cordless these days, which is just fine. This works just good. I mean, if you don't want this, I do believe the chroma that they make, that's cordless version anyways, and I think it has all the same features and maybe a couple extras. So maybe you'd want to lean a little bit there. Has a higher price tag, but if you're looking for a machine that's a great color machine, and it really is, and it's a great shader, this is it. It may be a great liner for you. I don't know. It depends on your style and your hand and all that stuff. For me, I recommend this machine. I really do. Some of the drawbacks, I mean, it takes an extra, 5 minutes or so to really make sure that this stays clean and sterile. Because the more layers you put on it, it's not like, I don't have another machine sitting by, but some of the other ones, I mean, you just run it over, you flip it over, run your Sensi wrap, and when you're done, you just grab on and push the machine out, drop it. It's never touched anything contaminated. You still clean it, but it's easier. This one, you've got to take the bottom part off, unwrap this part while touching this, and it's dirtier. And every little groove you have here, I mean, this is autoclavable for sure. The motor is probably not. Honestly, I guarantee it's not. So there's always that risk. I mean, actually, there is a thing in here that says maintenance and sterilization. Do not use oil lubricant. Yeah, obviously you use the grease, but only the grip can be autoclaved. So yeah. This machine is fairly easily to get contaminated with. Also, when you spritz it down, there is a rubber O-ring right here, which if anyone's familiar with Cavicide or Maticide, it'll eat that freaking rubber up eventually, and then you're gonna have to replace it, which, no, they didn't send any O-rings. Actually, they may have. I might have just gotten rid of it. I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, that's my review on So anyways, yeah, that's my review on the Stigma Rotaries Spear 2.0. You guys can get this at, I think Painful Pleasures has them. Stigma Rotary obviously has them. I think Hildebrandt has it. I think they actually had a gold one that I was eyeballing myself because I love shiny things. But yeah. So let me know what you think. I have some more machines that are going to be coming out here soon in the next week or so. So keep an eye out. Like, subscribe. Have any comments, man? Put them in the comment bar, bud. Appreciate it.